Good morning. It's June 14th, day 75 on the PCT. Broke camp and I'm heading out about 6:30. Today, Pinchot Pass is about 7.7 miles away. I'm headed there, and I don't know, there might be some water crossings along the way that will slow me down a bit, but we'll see. So I'll keep you posted. I'll be getting to Pinchot Pass probably a little bit late in the morning, but I'm counting on conditions to be similar to those on Forester and Glen Pass, where the snow does soften up and melt a little bit later in the morning, but because the boot tracks are hard and compacted, you don't have a lot of post holing to deal with. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, we got this nice little suspension bridge here. We're going over. Ooh, a little bit of a springy. Ooh, man. I guess I better, I think I'm going to put the phone away until I get out to the middle. I'm being very cautious with the phone out here, because this bridge has a tendency to rock and roll and sway. Okay. Of course, we're continuing on the John Muir Trail, and we're headed toward Pinchot Pass, 7.7 miles. Looks like there's about 4,000 feet of climb in the next 7 miles, so we got pretty much a continuous up going here. Same river, a little further upstream. Actually, this is Woods Creek. It's not really a river, but pretty impressive for a creek. Now it looks like two different watersheds are feeding into that Woods Creek. We got this one here, and we got that one back there. A lot of water. And it looks like we have to cross over that water. Well, I made it with only a little bit of dampness. Looks like the sun's getting ready to come up over the hills there. And there's where we came from. Same creek a little farther up. and even farther up. Very, very scenic creek. Here comes the sun. Well, another stream crossing. Let's see. See some people in front of me already went across. Well, I think this is going to be socks and insoles off for this one. Well, the nice thing about getting your feet wet is you don't worry about too much more water for a while. Looks like there's quite a bit going across the trail here. And I'm just going to slog through it with my wet shoes, but dry socks and insoles. Well, I guess wet feet is a small price to pay for the view. Well, just had another river crossing. I completely forgot to video. That's okay. That makes what, 3 wet feet river crossings in the first couple of miles today. And I still got probably over 5 miles to go to Pinchot Pass. And it's a pretty steep uphill. I think it's going to be maybe late morning before I get there. Man, this creek just keeps providing the views. Well, this steep climb sure has created a lot of waterfalls in this creek. I don't know if there's another one over here that I think I couldn't quite see from the trail. I don't want to go too much closer there. But wait, there's more. same waterfall from up above. And view back. Yeah, Marta mentioned to me the shoes on, socks and inserts off for river crossings after she watched a little chap video, Lil Chap video. He's a guy that's done the PCT, AT, Arizona Trail, and actually it seems to work pretty well. You keep your socks and insoles dry, and if you don't have too many river crossings, at some point your shoes dry out fairly well, and hopefully before the end of the day. So so far hiking without the socks and inserts, at least for a couple miles, it's not too hard on the feet. Ooh, a little bit of a break from the steep climb. So far we've gone up about 1,200 feet. I think we got maybe close to 3,000 to go. You know, I hesitate to say we're going somewhere up there because I know that probably it's not true. It's probably somewhere well beyond that and higher up. You guessed it, still Woods Creek. This is some creek. Yeah, I've come to the conclusion that Woods Creek is a bit of a show-off. Of course, everything else around here is too. Well, there were a lot of tents just before that Woods Creek bridge. That tent site was about maybe a quarter mile past where I camped by myself. So far, there's a trail here. So far, 5 people have passed me, maybe 6. But there's at least one still back there. Wait a minute. Hold on a second, I'm lost. Anyway, at least History is still back there. He's the guy that I went over Forester Pass with. He stayed in Independence one more day, and then yesterday apparently he went out over Kearsarge Pass, Glen Pass, and then continue on a quarter mile past where I was camped. So that was a huge day. That whole thing I broke up into 2 days. But I'm guessing he might be a little bit tired today. He said he got into his campsite after 9 o'clock. So he might be moving kind of slow. A little bit of snow starting to show up at 10,300 feet. Looks like we got another stream crossing here. Well, feet got a little wet on the last one, but I think they're going to get even wetter on this one. Let's see. Actually, I just found this. I think I can make it. Yeah, a young guy Look to be late teens, early 20s. Just passed me, trudging along. This is brutal, he said. Nice to see the young ones suffer. Well, one of those is Pinchot Pass. I think it might actually be right in there. Not sure though. Just a little bit more snow now, not too much. Might even walk around it. Well, running just a little bit low on water before the main assault on Pinchot Pass, so I figure I better top off here. Well, we're at a little over 11,000 feet. We got 1,200 feet to go. It's been kind of a steep climb. I guess the pass itself is not so steep, but the approach certainly has been. Well, so far, it's pretty much as I thought. Yeah, the snow is wet, but there's a packed down boot track, and you very rarely do you sink down any farther than that. There's a spider here that just attacked an ant. It looked like it pounced on it and then it backed off. I'm guessing it injected some venom or something. I didn't catch the pursuit. It was kind of chasing it across a couple of rocks, and I think it must have hit it once before, because the ant looked like it was crippled a little bit. Now I think the spider's just waiting for it to stop moving around. Well, I just realized while sitting here waiting for this very stubborn bout of tachycardia to settle down, that what I'm looking at here is the origin of Woods Creek. That was the big creek that I was taking all the video of this morning. That's where it starts. Well, so far it's been pretty much as I expected. The boot track is pretty packed down. Not a lot of post holing going on. So it's pretty good. Look at this guy right in front of me. Look at you. Yeah, you must be a baby. Okay, I'm going by. It's okay. Wonder what you are. It's okay, I'm going by. It's alright. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's another one. What are you? Okay, have a nice day. Okay, top of Pinchot Pass. That's looking back. There's the lakes that are the beginning of Woods Creek. And here's where we're going. And this marmot is probably not going anywhere. I think it lives up here. It's eating the grass. They're eating the grass.
Oh yeah, me too. And been a couple of times where it's just been nice. Oh.
Oop.
I find that there's always like some spot.
Little marmot. Okay.
What's that? Oh. Yeah, man. Sometimes there's like, they say there's like 4 spots, and then there's all.
Whoa. Well, I was actually able to rock hop through there and keep my feet dry. Only they're basically wet anyway from all of the snow and water on the trail. But at least they're not soaked. And I've been walking all day without my socks and inserts in. so the shoes do dry out somewhat fairly quickly. This reminds me of a song from the 60s. I'm not your stepping stone. Well, it didn't sound like that, but these are my stepping stones. Another lake coming up. Somewhere over there is Pinchot Pass, which I'll be crossing tomorrow. Yep, you guessed it, a river crossing. Earlier I would have just walked right through these, but it's getting late in the day, trying to get my shoes dry, so I'm trying to avoid the water. Well, that rock hop looks a little bit sketchy. I got another couple miles to go. My shoes are still fairly wet. I guess I should just go across. It'll dry out someday. Well, another one down. Well, looks like another river crossing. And there's actually another one back after this. Wet again. Wet again. About a mile and a half from camp. Well, but I have to cross this one up ahead. It's pretty, but I don't want to cross it. It's getting late. It's, what time is it here? 6:56. I got 1 hour of sunlight left. I don't think my shoes are going to get dry now. Okay, 3/10 of a mile from the campsite. Looks like I'm going to get wet again. Oh boy. I think I'm going to be getting my feet wet again. Well, it barely dried from the last one, so the only question now is, what's the best place? That is the question. Oh my. Well, I went across right there on those rocks. Didn't help much. That's the last one to get my feet wet. It's pretty.